Reince Priebus is the chairman of the Republican National Committee and joins us now. Chairman, good morning to you. Good to have you here.
Good morning. Good morning.
I don't know if I need to remind you, Donald Trump is never at a loss for words. And let me just play you a clip of the things he has said about the Republican Party organization just over the last several days.
This is a crooked system, folks, and it's not fair, and it's not fair to you people.
It's a rigged, disgusting, dirty system.
The Republican National Committee, they should be ashamed of themselves for allowing this kind of crap to happen.
For good measure, he added at another point that you personally ought to be ashamed of yourself. Is he out of line?
Well, look, I mean, I'm not quite sure what the rhetoric is all about, but the truth is that these plans have been in place since October of last year. It was the same system that elected Abraham Lincoln. It's pretty much the same system that the Democrats use. Delegates and voters choose the nominee. That's what's happening. And quite frankly, the complaining that goes on is something that I think probably distracts from what we really need to do, which is to come together as Republicans. And I know it's hard because we still have a contest, but you know, I think it gets distracting, and it really isn't something that most people really give a darn about.
Well, he's out there trashing the system, trashing the party. Have you called him up and said, hey, knock it off?
Well, look, we talk a lot, Savannah. I talk to all the candidates a lot. It's not like a secret that we communicate with all the campaigns, and we have been communicating. But when someone publicly calls you out, I think you also publicly have to say, wait a second, here are the rules. They've been in place for a long time. Even your reporter, Peter Alexander, has said the same thing. And that's all we want to do. We just want to make sure that people understand that these are rules that have been available. They're out there. They're submitted by all of the states. The RNC doesn't write these rules. The states do. And each state, in many cases, has a different way of electing delegates. And you have to go into each state and learn the rules and run. And quite by the way, he's done well. I mean, he's received a greater percentage of delegates than the popular vote. So, I think in the end it works just fine.
But Chairman, he's not alone in thinking that this system is a little odd, one where it's party activists and delegates who choose the president and not the voters. There was no caucus, there was no primary in the state of Colorado. There are people who say that's anti-democratic, including many of the millions and millions of people who support Donald Trump. Don't you think, as you look at it from a common sense point of view, there's something strange about that system?
No. I mean, what about caucuses? Is that strange? I mean, who's to say that, you know, a primary is the only way to choose delegates? Some states use a convention. You know, in Virginia, they chose the Republican Party of Virginia chooses its governor candidate through a state convention. I mean, it really isn't strange. It's very grassroots. Over 60,000 people a month ago in Colorado voted at their precinct level. Then they went to the county level. Then they went to the congressional district level. All the while, by the way, Willie, all the candidates competed with surrogates in this system without complaining, by the way, the whole way through for a month. So I think it's a little too late to complain after the fact that a particular state's process isn't something that you like. Now, what is true is that the system can be changed, but it has to be changed at the convention if people want to change it with the delegates. That's how our rules are written. I don't write the rules for the Republican Party. The delegates at the convention write the rules for the Republican Party.
All right. Well, Chairman Priebus, we're out of time. We'll have to leave it there, but thank you for your time this morning.
You bet.
Thanks, Chairman.
Quick reminder, Donald Trump will join us live next Thursday, an exclusive town hall right here on Rockefeller Plaza.